Alright everyone, back for another battle report. This is a GT prep match. So going into this, it is playing a more competitive Tyranid list. My Leviathan list slightly modified. So just a forewarning, obviously we're always hoping for it to be a good game because I am playing against Chaos Knights. So I haven't played them before, obviously, and yeah, it's going to be really interesting. So hoping to have a good game here. There's going to definitely be some Chaos Knights at the GT. So we're getting some prep work done here in the basement to see how it all fares out. So let's take a look at my list. So in the HQ slot, it's Leviathan Battalion, 2,000 points. I was going to go with potentially a different fleet, but there's a few models missing from some of the other builds I want to run, so we're just going with the Leviathan before the points hikes come. So my Warlord is the Neurothrope with the, can't remember what it's called. It's the one, Tendrils, the Synaptic Tendrils, I believe it is, that lets me do his core buff twice. Then he has Catalyst and Onslaught for powers. And then we have my Hive Tyrant spending his CP here to give him perfectly adapted for that 5-up Feel No Pain. And then he has the Reaper, Adrenal Glands, and Wings, obviously. And then he is rocking Paroxysm and Psychic Scream for his powers. Then to the elite slot, we have Deathleaper. So spending one more CP, putting me down to 9. So then we have, he has Alien Cunning for that Warlord trait. 3 Venomthropes, Zoanthropes with, I brought Catalyst just because they're likely not in range turn 1, so I may as well get an easy Catalyst off turn 1. Then the old Maleceptor here with Neuroparasite and Psychic Scream. Neuroparasite probably not going to help me too much here, but alas, we will have to take it anyway. Then we have 10 Gargoyles, 5 Warriors. They are kitted with Bone Swords and Death Spitters. Then 9 Warriors with Adrenal Glands, Bone Swords, Death Spitters. No Venom Cannons in there today. Then we have 5 Raveners with Death Spitters and the Ravener Talons. The Rending Claws, not the Ravener Talons. And then we have a Harpy who has the Synaptic Enhancement with the Heavy Venom Cannons. Then we got the Exocrine with Dermic Symbiosis. Then we've got a Tyrannid rocking Voracious Ammunition. That is 2,000 points of Tyranids. So the other consideration I have for this game, my list actually has to be submitted after this game, before midnight, is removing these guys, adding in another Harpy. You'll have to pull out another Warrior, I think, to make the points work there. But 2 Harpies versus having some Raveners, so yeah, it's hard to say. I think the Raveners will fare better against a lot of the other armies I'm likely to face at the tournament. But this is a good showing to see what would happen if we pair up with Knights running this particular list.
Hey guys, your local Iron Hand player here. Trying out Chaos Knights. So I'm running just shy of 2,000 points. I think it's 1,980 points, 12 CP. I'm running an Abominate as my Warlord. He's going to have Aura of Terror, and Relic is going to be Soul Raptor Swarm, and I'm putting a favor Cursed Rune of Fate on him. I got a Desecrator, and he is going to have a Relic. Basically gives his gun some more juiciness. He also has Subjugator of the Machine Spirit for his favor. I have a Rampager. He will have Blessings of the Dark Master. And he has the Relic. I'm running House Corvix, and I gave him the one their Relic one. I just can't remember the name of it. Then I have 2 Carnivores. One of them will have Blood Shield, and I paid a CP to give one the Helm of the Dog, I think it's called. And then 2 Brigades. And one of them has a favor, Mirror Fates. Just let me farm some CP off of the Tyranids stratagems. And that is 2,000 points of Chaos Knights.
All right, folks. So here is the table we are playing on today. We are playing Abandoned Sanctuaries from the Nachmund book. So this mission is going to be used for the GT. So I rolled in just to use the selected missions for the GT mission pack, and this is the one that we got. So I think it's a great practice one. I mean, the forward deploy, it's not a huge deal for either of us, but the particular setup for these objectives could be challenging with the Knights. So it's going to be very interesting. So before we dive into it, big shout out to our Patron, Teos. Thank you so much for the support. I don't have them here, but I do have the Teos Rippers. He has a named unit in my army. You can become a named unit by becoming a Patron. You can check out the link in the video description below. There's some other cool benefits, such as joining the Basement Wargaming Discord, where you can chat with myself, all the other gamers that you've seen on the channel here, as well as the other patrons. And very quickly as well, the objective markers from 3D6 Wargaming, you can grab those at the affiliate link below. It helps support the channel. Again, growing a way to improve the production and quality of the battle reports you're watching right now. So, Abandoned Sanctuaries sees 5 objectives here. Deployment, I think it's 12. It is 10 or 12 up on this side, going up and up. So, Dawn of War, it's the old deployment. And looking at the terrain, just to cover that for anyone who's new to Basement Wargaming. So these are just standard runes here. We count where it is a big, very, very big footprint. We count just being directly under here as in the terrain. So outside of that, you are not in the terrain. And then these are just a solid piece of obscuring terrain. So you don't actually go into the terrain. There's no area with that. This is obscuring in the middle here where it is stacked up. And then pretty much everything else is exactly how you see it. Those are obscuring. They are scalable 5 inches to head up there, and it does give you cover, a light cover once you're up top. And then these pieces as well acting as obscuring. They are 4.9 inches, so it's obscuring. That's going to work. So the little cannon over there makes it worth it. So that is the table. For secondaries, I went with Bring Them Down, obviously, seems like a real solid choice. No particular reason there. And then I went with Stranglehold because I think, well, why not? It's a 5-map objective. He doesn't have a lot of bodies. They might be tough, but we can get through it. And I went with Warp Ritual. Reason being is because I didn't go with any action-based secondaries because I want Stranglehold anyway. I'm going to be going to the middle. If I'm going and taking that and being up there, I may as well have my secondaries line up with the primary goal of this game to hold objectives. And controlling the middle as well is important because that is the second part of the mission-specific objective. I can't remember the name. And the Knights went with Bring It Down, Grind Them Down, and Stranglehold. So very excited for this game. It's going to be fantastic here. Good prep game. So big thank you to Codi here helping me get ready for the GT and getting his beautiful new Knights on the table. So Ras Reach Dice coming at you here. We're going to roll off and find out who gets to pick their sides. They're both the same, but it's part of the game. A 1. A 1. Ooh, la. A 2. A 2, okay. All right. 3. A 1, so Tyranids get the pick. So we'll come back after deployment's done, and then find out who's going first in this GT prep match for my Tyranids. All right, everyone. So we have deployed. So here is the table. So Tyranids chose this side because my model is right there. So I went for the convenient route. So looking at my side of the table, we've got the Harpy. We got Raveners up front, Maleceptor, Exocrine, Deathleaper up in the train because he's got flesh hooks and he can't be shot because he's up there in train. Then we got Tyranid. Gargoyles, I lied. I am at 9 CP. I do have the Gestation sack on him, so I do have Rippers that can pop up. Then we have 9 Warriors, 3 Zoes right there as well. Venomthropes, 5 more Warriors. My Tyrant over on that corner. Opposing me, the Carnivores, Rampager, big guy, that's even bigger guy, Abominate. Brigades. Desecrator. I knew there was a D, the Desecrator. I'm going to remember him pretty much. And that's it, everyone. So it's going to be a fantastic game. Really excited with these. So beautiful looking models as well. So he's done a number on these fellas. So give you a look at them. Almost makes me feel bad for trying to kill them. Not quite. We shall see. So let's find out who's going first in this battle report. Hope you all enjoy. We'll give you a nice game. So the Ras Reach support here once again for my friends down that way with the 6.
Well, I'll use my Ras.
Oh, he's got a Ras Reach dice too. A 1.
Before they came out with the
Again, we must honor the dice. All right. Tyrant's going first. We're playing by the rules. Folks, so movement is done for the Tyranid. So imperative-wise, and adaptation-wise, I obviously stuck with the Leviathan one to want to take advantage of those rerolls. Harpy flying forward to mess with his movement, landing right there. I forgot there should be some Spore Mines coming down too. I got to do them quickly. Raveners, that's what they're called. Slinking forward, got a 6 from my advance, so launching forward there, staying back from the terrain so he can't walk up the terrain and start hacking me to pieces. Deathleaper moved up. He's outside of the terrain. I'm just going to hang out there. Maleceptor moved up, just getting in position. I could have got up to do a smite in there, but I'm going to hold him back. I didn't get Synaptic Tendrils off on him this turn, which is okay. I know really it's not chained up well to get over there, but that is all right with me. So over this way, the Zoanthropes are staying by the Tyranids, being that his knights are over 18 wounds. He can just sit there and fire at either knight as I see fit. Then over this way, everyone moving forward. Got a 6 with the Neurothrope jumping up there, so I can do some Warp Ritual and get that started. Gargs grabbing me that objective. Warriors advancing, grabbing that one. Tyrant, I'm going to just slow play it. He's going to stay put. That's my movement. So let's jump into shooting, or psychic, and folks, so turn is done. All in all, pretty decent. Some key rolls coming through on the knight side, so if you're a knight fan, be happy about that. So dropping 4 mortals from the Maleceptor and him, smiting and psychic screaming through. No extra damage coming through his way, just he's obviously safe there. And then doing 1 extra wound from the Raveners shooting through the window, just guys. The Harpy fired in at this guy. He got lucky here. I killed it, but he used the command point reroll and passed the 1 save he needed to live. Then my Stinger Salvos dropped him down to 4. So I really want to get rid of him, but can't complain there. Exocrine absolutely melt. 3, sorry. Yeah, 3 on there. The Exocrine absolutely torched this guy here. I did spend the CP to explode, and it was well worth it. Then over this way, this guy dropped down to 14 wounds. The Rupture Cannon Tyranids getting all 3 of his shots going through on him, but he failed. He passed 2 of his saves, failed only 1. So really lucky out there and only rolling a 2 for the damage. Still 6 damage is nothing to snuff at. So it could have definitely been a lot worse there. But all said and done, that knight is sitting not too bad a shape. So that's it for Tyrant's turn. Scoring Stranglehold, holding the middle. Warp Ritual is completed once as well, just barely. I got a 10 to cast on my 3d6 with my +1, and then he rolled a 10, keeping me spooked there. And then that's it. So let's move into Knights. Turn 1. we're having a chuckle at how fast it is moving, like after playing other armies, going into the Knights. So this guy coming forward, dog number 1, he came around, he moved in advance. This one, I think that was, yeah, he was the one over there.
Yeah, this one moved in advance.
Yeah, which one was the injured one? Sorry, there was that guy. That's the injured one. Yeah.
He moved in advance.
Yeah, and then Abominant.
Yeah,
then Abominant. I got it, and then Brigader.
Brigade, yep.
Brigade there, and then the Desecrator. There we go. So it's over on that side, and that's it for the Knights movement. You got some Psychic.
Yes.
We get to indulge in the Psychic phase. So, and of course, shooting going to go down, but he may forgo it. Well, shooting is done. So I lost 2 warriors from there between that lad and this guy. Unfortunately, the Transit, even on the monster here, coming heavily into play with 1s and 2s being rolled for his wound rolls coming in at the Tyranids, so that's saving my butt heavily there. And that's pretty much it for damage taken. However, we do have some charges going to go down. The abominable guy is going to come flying into these lads as a 5 on the dice he needs. And then you're spending his CP, is it, to ignore terrain and jump over? That's his thing. They got springs for legs. So, I'm going to make you roll it on camera just because you're on the spot here. So you need a 5-inch charge. What one do you want to do first? I should ask you. It's your choice.
First.
Okay.
He gets a 9.
Yeah, you're good.
And then the other guy,
We'll roll up just to see.
he gets a 7.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be right behind your Ravengers.
Yeah, that should make you there. So we'll come back after all the charging. All right, folks, so that is the end of the turn. So in here, this guy made it around 2, so he got a big charge in. However, this guy fought first, killed off them. I pulled from over there. I rolled quite well. I made a couple saves there, which was huge because it would have been a few more dead guys. Then over this way, he came in, stomped on them, killed off 5 of them, and then leaving 1 on the objective there. So holding that. So no stranglehold yet, no engage, but there's a bunch of guys getting close to being favored. And that is it for the Knight's turn. So we're going to move into Tyranids, turn 2. Folks, that's movement done for the Tyranids. So getting 3 for primaries with those OPSEC Gargoyles still holding that middle. Starting on this side of the table, I've enacted the Maleceptor Imperative just to allow me to do some extra smites into the middle. Not really any other actions happening elsewhere. But the Ravener staying in combat with him, going to do some smites from him coming in. Deathleaper being OPSEC, jumped on that objective to grab it back. The Harpy flew over this way, flew over that guy. I managed my 3 mortals to take him out and remove that objective. Into the middle here, my Zoanthropes move forward. Gargoyles move block against anything coming through. And the Neurothrope backed up to allow the Venomthropes to go in front. These warriors got buffed from the Hive Tyrant and started moving forward. These warriors came out to get some more shots into the guy in the corner, put some pressure there. Hive Tyrant jumped over there as well. So over in that corner, it's 11-inch charge, but getting positioned to start wrapping around the back as needed. So let's jump into Psychic and Shooting for Tyranids. So that is the end of shooting and psychic power. So this guy being dropped down to, I think, 11 wounds it was from the Maleceptor, so doing some decent psychic damage in here. This guy's down to 16. The Harpy, the combined might of the Harpy, these warriors here took out the Knight on the back end. The Rupture guy fired in at the middle. Only got 2 hits through, only 1 wound, even with the CP reroll, and then he passed his invul. And then the combined might of some Stinger Salvos, the Exocrine firing, took out the other Knight here. So that is it. We're going to charge about to happen. I need a 6 on the dice. Those warriors are going to attempt to charge around at the Abominate. Let's take a look. And that is an 11, so they make it in. So we'll come back after all the fighting. Right, folks, so that is the end of Tyranid turn here. So doing some heavy damage into this turn. So he is down to 7 wounds with the Raveners fighting there. And then he stomped them down to just 1. He is favored. The Warriors made their big charge over this way, dropping him down to, what is he at?
This guy?
Yeah, he's at
5.
5 wounds there, and then stomped out a warrior in return, I think it was. Yes, 1 warrior in return. However, he is favored now. So that ends the Tyranid's turn. Getting our Stranglehold and racking up some more points for Bring It Down. And I did also get my Warp Ritual off with my Neurothrope. So that's it for Tyranid's turn 2. Definitely looking heavy in Tyranid's favor, but again, that disclaimer to start. This is a GT prep match. The Knights gracefully helping me prepare with our Basement Wargaming Club as I head up to the GT next week. But I'm going to say it's not over yet. So still some big bodies on the table, some damage to go down, and they are favored now. So we'll see how that comes into play in turn 2. The movement is done for the Knights, so he is stepping back just to kind of reset and slam into this guy and Deathleaper, clear them off the objective and reclaim that, because still can get some Stranglehold points here, potentially. Over this way, this guy moving back to grab the objective and staying behind the cover, because I can't shoot him actually, so he'll be protected from my big lads, minus him. Then this guy's decided to stay in combat so he can shoot the Warriors, as well as Psychic them. So we'll come back after the Psychic and shooting. Right, so that's the end of the shooting. It honestly, at this point, it's not looking good, Knights fans. This guy came out ripping, all his little small shots hitting, and did a few wounds there. Then both the Meltas missed. Both the Meltas hit, then he failed doing them both, unfortunately. But now some charges to come down, so this guy's obviously in there. Killed off 2 warriors between shooting and a nice smite going off. So then we got the melee to continue in there as well. So we'll come back after that and see. So that is the end of the Knight's turn here. So this guy killed off the Ravener. Deathleaper stayed alive just barely, dodging that big fist coming in with his invul, and then he dropping him down to 1 wound. Over on the other side here, this boss guy I think is down to 3 wounds or 1 wound or something. But we're going to call the game here because into Tyranids turn, between all the Psychic, these guys shooting, He's not going to live. He only has 1 wound, a Maleceptor sitting right there, and then it's just this one lone dude face down a Tyrant and Harpy. So again, like we said at the start of this is a GT prep, so a big thank you to the Knights here, helping me prepare, not having faced them, kind of knowing a little bit what to expect. So we went into this one knowing that the list I had is tougher. We know Leviathan is ridiculous, but like I've been saying in the previous reports, outside of playing a match like this, I will be sticking to other Hive fleets 100%, because I want to make sure it's a good game and enjoyable. But again, this is tournament prep. So as I continue my other matches, I think I'm going to venture into potentially Gorgon. I might give them a run, or I might try Behemoth again. I might bring old One Eye into the scene and do the Carnifexes with him again, staying away from like the Harpy and stuff, or maybe even just not even use Tyrants anymore, just kind of see what happens. All kinds of fun things to give a try. The Turbigon has been an absolute blast, but it was awesome getting the Knights onto the table. Really looking forward to seeing them fully painted up and seeing the amazing paint scheme here on this big lad, and then having them face down against maybe old One Eye. That would be a good grudge match here, just melee beef in the middle. So thank you so much everyone for watching. Definitely stay tuned. I'm not sure if this one will be out first or not, but the Salamanders are taking on the Tau. We're actually filming a battle report over on that side. The Salamanders are graciously filming on the other table as we play this game. So just to give you a little non-Tyranid content. I mean, I know you love the Tyranids, I love Tyranids, but I'm sure there's some that don't love the Tyranids, but I don't know why. So we'll see you in the next battle report, everyone. Wish me luck at the GT. This video should be out before then. I will definitely be doing a recap and try my best to show out the event and the wonderful event being put on by Deckbox. So we'll see you then.